job. Got it dropped off. We need to head on onward to the factory. As you can see, this is going to go a lot better. Disable the cab light for the night run. you understand the signs in Derail, because it gives you a good indication of what's happening ahead. 80 with no indication of what's going on. We're not going to go up to 80 because I know this section of track. Coming up, this is the fast bit before we start having to kill a lot of speed. Some of these turns around here, which are 30 if I'm not mistaken, on this loop. Basically we're going to loop round through this mountain, back round, down through here, and then back round again. It is the infamous food factory loop. If you're not paying attention, it will catch you out. So as you can see, we're heading towards the core of the fuel tank left, but we're getting so close now, and it is a drop as well into food factory. There we go, 60, decreasing a lot more, notch and brake. Speed down. Watch just a so long that's now being done. Going to a 60 with a speed increase. A bit of graphic there, and it's starting to rain. Yippee! Another level of dynamic. Ourselves away, maintaining our speed, maintaining control. 60 decreasing, 45 per roll. Unfortunately for this engine, there is no dynamic brake, so we can't use that to our advantage. It's brake or throttle. D2. It is what it is, don't need to worry about it. Are randomly generated in this. So my tree's might not be in the same place as everybody else's trees. It's just the way it is. We are looking at that, the tree generation ready for the next patch, which is going to be a biggie. I am looking forward to the next patch. main one's going to be coming down into Food Factory itself. I know Food Factory is already preset for what we want. Stretch it. Funny enough, the UK weather's going to be doing what it is in Derail very soon. Raining. There's a shocker. Rain in the UK. So we're 14 plus sharp decline. Back on brakes. This is where we are. I recognise this track. We are starting our descent. Food Factory. 50 decline. So yep, we're on the proper decline now into Food Factory. Food Factory itself it's a bit of an odd station. It sits in the bottom of the basin, so it's a climb out either way. 30. Ooh. Factory over on our left hand side, those red markers at the top. It's all about control, this. All about control. We're doing just fine. Not even going to get to quarter of a tank of fuel. I judged that perfectly. So there we go. Coming into soon coming into Food Factory. We're going to be dropping in C4I. So we get the turbo cab box on for you guys. If it was just me, I'd run with that. So, Food Factory. Keep left, keep right. C4I input line, it should be empty. Should. Assumption be what it is. We assume nothing. We check everything. We'll be killing the engine off as well once we get it, handing this job in, and going from there. See what's going to occur. Squeaky, squeaky wipers. More than likely, I will sleep through the daytime. I'm going to try and do as much daytime running as I can for you guys, so I appreciate it is much better. there. See what's the set line. There he is. Beautiful station. Nice job in. Beautiful. So, I'm actually going to turn the engine off. Right. That is not our train. Fail me. This is our train. Get this dropped off. Beautiful. Go over that hand in and see where we are up to. Completed it, 47 minutes. 9,000. Tasty. That brings us to 46,000. Nice. Right. So as we're not up here usually that often, I'm just having a quick look at jobs. Most of it is work we can do. So that's good news. That is good news. Some of it is paying reasonably well. Might struggle with getting that to harbour, just because of the weights. Yeah, 300 tons. That'd be a no, and it's a long one anyway, so we can't do it. Right, let's not look at that, Freddy. Let's have a little bit of a look around. See if we can spot any museum pieces. We can sometimes spot them about. Nothing over this side. Sometimes around here. Station DE6 and another DE2. Ooh. Now if we could afford multiple units, that would be quite nice. If I remember rightly, there is a shop here if I remember right. Yes there is, and it is over this way. And there she is. Yay! Lovely shops. I spend far too much time in these. Now at the moment there's not a huge amount I want to get. Oh, Bob's Garage, that is pricey key. Googly eyes, love googly eyes. We're going to have to get some googly eyes and put them on when we get a proper locomotive, most definitely. So it's mainly mounts and other little bits, folders. I don't really use the folders. I don't find them very good. For me personally, anyway. But yeah, not a huge amount. Not spotting any museum pieces. Not come across any yet. Disappointing. Disappointing. Right, so we shall have a sleep because it is 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to be a quick nap. We'll go for 7 o'clock. Have a little nap, see where we are job wise, and we shall go from there. So, let's start with a nice new day. Let's check the weather forecast. Rain at about 6 PM, that's fine. Right, let's see, fees. No, we don't have manual service yet. So, 4,100 to clear that. Fees are clear. Let's have a look at licenses. I could do fragile. I could do train length 1. Multiple units going to cost us 30,000. Yipes. Increase our copay by 5,000. So that'll take us to 9,000 odd. I'm not so sure at the moment if that'll be worth it. Because there are some jobs under Long 1 that are not that expensive. Not that weighty. But we could do with just a DE2. I mean, don't get me wrong. Taking those two would be lovely. And 2 DE2s should probably about get it. And that would be quite a tidy little profit. But we'd need Long 1 and the DE2 license. So we don't have the money for that. So we're at 41,000. Let's have a look. How much is fragile license? Adds only 2,000 to our copay. That's not bad. So drop that down there for now. Train length 1. What does that add? 1,900, but does decrease our deadline by 2%. Right. Check those in there. Let's have a look at these jobs. That's Long 2, so that's 100% out. Hazmat 2, Long 1, Fragile 1. Definitely out. Long 1, Long 1. I'm going to rule out Long 1s. Well, it's down to Sawmill. It's sort of... That would sort of be a nice little run. Not somewhere we go too often as well. Let's have a look. Because we can take up to 2 jobs. So we could do sort of a City West, and that is 368 tons, and we can only realistically do 300 tons uphill. And it is an uphill climb out of here. Right. Good factory in town would be a little more tricky. Not so much at the moment because we can turn around. Logistical, we can't do. We don't have that license. Get rid of those jobs for a start. Freight haul we can do. 315 we can't, because you've got to consider we've got to take the weight of our locomotive as well. We do 300 tons up at 2%. That would be nearly 350 tons. Because even that one, that's going to be pushing what just one D2 can do. So, I mean, if we had the money... Oh, wrong button. That's quite a nasty little drop off. I'm not a great fan of doing 3s. So even the weight of that, this thing we've got to consider at the moment, weight. Weight is not ideal for us because of what we're doing. A lot of these weights, especially on the pickups, it's just the weight of the cars, not the weight of the total load. So I think our best bet is this job. It's meat products and canned food down to the harbour for 13,000. Do we really want to be going to the harbour? Not really. But it's kind of our best bet, I think. Because to go to goods factory from here, it's not that bad, really. that's loading empty cars and loading empty cars, which empty cars don't pay a lot. Hence that one, it's only 3 grand. Yep, I think this one's going to be a best bet. But, because of the length of time, and because my last video ran over, we are going to leave this one here, and we will revisit this another time in the next episode. So, until then, I shall see you all soon.